Welcome to the sales stage for Hot Takes Live. Super excited to have you guys joining us today. We've got a full schedule. We've got one of the stages that goes all the way to the end with speakers. And to get us kicked off, super excited to enter in one of my former colleagues, actually, Tarmo Goot, who used to work with me in a previous role and is now currently Vice President of EMEA at Chargebee. So let's welcome in Tarmo. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks
looks
for
like
having me,
you
Joe.
guys. Yeah, for sure. Looks like you are going to be talking about discovery. So if I could just let you get started and I'll get out of your way. Excited to hear what you've got to say.
Perfect. And since we're doing this live, just as a confirmation, everyone can see the presentation. There we go. All right, so we got 10 minutes and 5 minutes for questions, so I'll dive right in. Topic for today that we're going to discuss: discovery is not dead. You're just doing it wrong. Very quickly, who I am. So Vice President EMEA for Chargebee. I've been running the day-to-day operations here for the last 3 years for Europe. Interesting fact about myself: I've been trying a lot, but I'm still not that good at golf. I'm taking on any challengers, and you have a very good shot of actually beating me. So the origin. To start off, discovery fatigue. It is a real thing, but it's not what you think. Hopefully some of the following things can sound quite familiar. Have you ever heard the things about we're all about product-led growth, or customers that want to sit through your demo, or I'm just here for the price, or you need to combine demo with discovery? I've heard it all before, and I'm not saying it's wrong. Product-led growth is important. But if it's all about price, then you're just not doing it wrong, because people don't necessarily just want to sit through your demo. They just want to see the product. I mean, I also feel the same way every now and then. I also evaluate tools, and I also get bombarded with question after question after question. And sometimes I'm just sitting there like, just hurry up and show me what I want to see already. Or sometimes, and that's even worse, I immediately get that demo, and then halfway through the presentation, I just literally get bored to death and I start falling asleep. And all I can think about is just stop wasting my time. Right, so stop doing those demos. But here's the thing: when I'm a buyer and I approach your company, you don't know yet my problem, right? You don't have any clue what the reason was for me to actually go to your page and schedule a meeting with your sales team to learn more. And one of the things that I always like to explain is like the following. Let's take, for example, when you want to visit the zoo. If I want to go and visit the zoo and I want to see my favorite animal, just so you know, my favorite animal is the emperor penguin. And I walk into the zoo and a zookeeper comes up to me and he starts showing me and talking to me about all the amazing animals that they have in the zoo. Literally, I don't care how awesome your zoo is. I don't really care how many animals you have. I don't care how many animals you've already released in the wild. I mean, actually, it's kind of a lie. I mean, I do highly appreciate those kind of programs. But I mean, if you start showing me the giraffes and the antelopes and the lions, and every zoo nowadays has a red panda, I don't really care. I mean, not at first. I mean, if I'm visiting the zoo and I want to see my favorite animal, show me my favorite animal already, right? In my case, just show me those penguins. After I've seen those penguins and I'm happy, I mean, then we can talk, right? Then you can show me the rest. And that's kind of the crux of it all. If your buyers are scheduling demos and you're basically immediately start with showing your product, but you don't know what the actual problem is, then literally you are the problem, right? Because you're not giving me what I'm here to see. So discovery fatigue, it is a real thing, but buyers do still love a good discovery. What they don't like is a bad discovery. Like, they hate a shitty discovery. So what we need to do as sellers we need to learn and know what the problem is so you can actually quantify the size of the problem. So how does this actually look in practice? We all know, and sometimes it's the elephant in the room, but we are selling in a down market right now. So what does that actually mean? In today's world, the CFO's office is kind of running companies. If your software or product is not mission critical, you're kind of in trouble, right? Because everything is currently being evaluated. When times are down, you have to increase the perceived value of your offering. And you do this not by just focusing on what people get, but you actually need to highlight the cost of not doing anything. And I'm sorry to say this, you're not going to be able to do this by just immediately going into a demo and start showing everything that I actually did not come to see in the first place, because again, you don't know my problem yet. So what your sellers or yourself need to do, you need to be empathetic. Maybe your company has also gone through this or something similar like this, but companies right now, I mean, they're cutting costs. Right, so this means that layoffs are happening all over. Unnecessary products are being discontinued, and they're not the top priority right now. So that also means that they're not going to buy, or your buyers, or when someone does an evaluation, they're not going to buy anything if it has not proven its worth. So what you need to do, or what your sales team need to do, is focus on how you can actually help your customers. And your customers in this particular instance is also going to be that CFO who's kind of running the company right now, on how they can actually save those costs and be more effective with their budget. So you also need to be empathetic to what they're going through. Because if you're not empathetic, you're not able to show that true value that your product brings, again, you're not going to be able to move forward.